It was just before dawn on May 27, 2006, when the ground beneath Yogyakarta, Indonesia, began to tremble. The sun had not yet risen. The generals slept, workers prepared for another day. Fishermen mended their nets, unaware that in seconds their lives would be torn apart. At exactly 5:54 a.m., a magnitude 6.3 earthquake struck shallow, violent, and merciless. The earth roared. The ground heaved like an angry sea. Walls cracked, then collapsed, roofs caved in, roads split open. In less than a minute, thousands of lives were changed forever.
The epicenter lay near the ancient city of Bantul, just south of Yogyakarta. But the devastation radiated far beyond. Entire villages were flattened in seconds. Houses, built with little reinforcement, crumbled into deadly heaps of rubble. People were trapped under fallen concrete and wood. Hospitals, themselves damaged, overflowed with the wounded, many treated on blood-stained pavements and open fields. The screams of the injured and the cries for missing loved ones mingling with the choking dust of shattered homes. Communication lines were cut, power failed, and with each passing hour, the death toll climbed higher.
By the end of that terrible day, more than 5,700 people were dead. Tens of thousands were injured. Over 600,000 were left homeless. Entire families vanished beneath the ruins. Whole communities lost everything, not just their homes, but their schools, their temples, their memories. Survivors gathered in makeshift camps, mourning their dead as aftershocks rattled the ground beneath them, a cruel reminder that the Earth's fury was not yet finished. In some places, entire roads were buried under debris. In others, landmarks that had stood for centuries were reduced to ruins.
Rescue efforts began immediately, but challenges were immense. Heavy equipment struggled to reach remote villages. Hospitals ran short of supplies. Doctors worked around the clock, operating without electricity, using flashlights and sheer will. The Indonesian government declared a state of emergency. Aid flooded in from around the world. Food, medicine, tents. But the needs were overwhelming. Every moment mattered. Every buried heartbeat meant a race against time. Volunteers, many just villagers armed with nothing but their hands, dug feverishly through the rubble, searching for any sign of life. In some places, they found miracles. In others, only heartbreaking silence.
Yogyakarta is not just a city. It is a cultural soul of Indonesia, home to ancient temples, artisans, and traditions passed down through generations. The earthquake damaged irreplaceable treasures. Prambanan, the magnificent 9th century Hindu temple complex, suffered heavy cracks and collapse. Museums, historical structures, and traditional homes were reduced to ruins. It was not just buildings that were lost, it was pieces of identity, fragments of history shattered in an instant. The cultural heart of a nation had been wounded alongside its people.
Despite the overwhelming loss, the people of Yogyakarta showed remarkable resilience. Within days, rebuilding began. Families erected tents beside the ruins of their homes. Artisans salvaged broken tools and materials to continue their crafts. Schools reopened under tarpaulins and in open fields, determined that the next generation would not be lost to despair. International support poured in, but it was the indomitable spirit of the survivors that truly rebuilt Yogyakarta. Brick by brick, memory by memory.
The Yogyakarta earthquake stands as a powerful reminder of how fragile life can be, of how quickly the familiar can vanish, and of how even when the earth itself seems to turn against us, human spirit rises from the ruins. Battered, bloodied, but never broken, in the early light of that terrible morning, the earth stole thousands of lives, but it could not steal the courage of those who remained. And so Yogyakarta stands today, not untouched by tragedy, but undefeated by it.